biggest event of Montini wrestling history. But with that being said, win, lose, or draw, we gotta put our pants on the same way on next Sunday and gear towards the high school state tournament, the regional sectionals, state and team state. And you're right, Andre. We got work to do. We got to finish. We got to return guys to the mat. We got to stop resting our hands on our knees. I got a whole list of stuff that we need to make improvements on and be aware of. We don't always have to correct it. We just have to be aware of it. When we're weak in some places, this is where the guy's going to go and try to be one step ahead of our weaknesses.
Well, one thing that I know, Izzy, is that nobody's going to outwork you. They might work with you, but they won't outwork you. I just want to thank you for coming over and spending a few minutes with us today. I'm sure you got to pick up some hardware at the end of this tournament, and you got a guy wrestling down on the blue mat. So we're going to let you go, but thanks so much, Izzy. And also, thank you for help sponsoring this broadcast. There's never been a time with a broadcast when I've come to you that you haven't been able to step up to the plate because you care about Illinois wrestling. And the people out there that like to criticize you, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Izzy is a supporter of Illinois wrestling. And you know, he doesn't even ask how much. He never asks me how much. Now, he does want to know who else is in the party, you know, who else is sponsoring, but he does not worry about how much, and that's just great, isn't it?
You know, growing up, it was awesome to be able to be able to think about one day being able to watch all these matches on the internet and stuff. And you know, I grew up with dial-up internet access, and you know, my early days of coaching, it was awesome to see Illinois Mat Man at these events. And you know, hey, if anyone missed it, you know, if I could help them see it, you know, that's the goal, is to promote wrestling, continue to grow the greatest sport in the world, continue to do the right things, and, you know, hold your kids to a high standard. This is the future of wrestling in America. These are our future coaches. These are our athletes. These guys are the future of the sport that we love so much. So, you know, let's just continue to support it and hold them to a high standard.
And I know that you want us to go live with this. We're working towards that. It's a financial difference is the big issue, but we're going to work towards that for next year. Because, you know, it's the way to go. But we will have this up and running tonight for you so that you guys can go back and see it, and those that missed it can see it. And, you know, just want to thank you for helping us do
you
what
know
we
what?
do.
Like I said, I love Illinois Mat Man. I love all the guys. I love all the guys that are involved in literally taking your time out of a Saturday. And, you know, this is a great thing for us. This is a lot of fun for guys that really love it. But I'm sure there's other things that you guys could do that'd be pretty fun too. So I appreciate you guys coming out, you guys working together, JD Oliva and his crew. You know what? It's a true passion. That's why Illinois wrestling's on top of the podium. I'm not saying my guys, but in general, as an organization, a state, we are right up there, and we're not up there only because of the kids. We're up there because of guys like you guys, a lot of these coaches, a lot of these parents. You know, we love the sport, and we're going to do whatever we can do to continue to make it better.
And I want to say thank you, too, for jumping in on the podcast Thursday while you were eating.
I was working out with the heavyweights from North Central College, and, you know, those big guys, you got to feed them.
Yep, chow down on that burrito. Thank you, Izzy. Hey, and good luck.
All right.
It's kind of hard to underplay it, but next Sunday or next Saturday in Pennsylvania is going to be huge for them because they have a shot at doing something that I don't think Montini's ever been #1 ranked in the country. And I know they've been up there.
All place winners.
Yeah, all right. And you're right. And the question is, after that day, win or lose, you still got to bounce back and go compete for a state title.
Yeah.
We ask that you please represent your school. Represent
so here we are, 285 pounds. We have Myles Ruffin from Brother Rice, and he is facing Jeremy Cooper from Mount Carmel.
Followed immediately by team awards.
And Ruffin is leading the match, 6-3. We're in the second period. Well, to be fair, and you know, I know he's always going to be critical on himself, but when you look at 3A, to be brutally honest, it's Montini and everybody else.
Well, we're going to have a tournament to find out.
Yeah. So, third period, 6-3 your score. Ruffin from Brother Rice leading. Is it on, where's it listed? Is it on Facebook or? Okay. Yeah, just to mention the Kickstarter again for Video Infinity. Every year, you know, they do the Jumbotron. That's 2 more for Ruffin, and he's working for a fall here. Anyway, Video Infinity, every year they put together a great Jumbotron video, and you can help fund it with Kickstarter. It is on their Facebook page.
Wasn't Ruffin the state finals last year? Where did he place last year? I think someone told me he was in the finals.
Well, I know one thing. No, I don't think so. Unless, well, is Brother Rice is 3? Because Cassiopeia won the state championship last year at heavyweight from Rockton Hononegah, and he's the real deal, folks.
But I think
he's probably the second best heavyweight in the country, or if not, right up there with Colton Schultz, and of course, the best Gable Stevenson from Apple Valley.
This guy placed last year. I just got to look it up.
Yeah. 11-4 your score. He is winning. Third.
So he was a third place finisher. That's what it was. I knew he was on the podium. I just didn't know where.
And we're winding down here, 11-4 your score still, and looks like Ruffin's getting ready to add to it.
Oh, that was big right there. Wow, he's out of there.
That's it. And there it is with 12.8 seconds to go. Your winner by fall, Myles Ruffin of Brother Rice.
And that Mount Carmel kid's a big kid, too.
Yep.
He picked him up and power drove him down to the mat.
And that is going to wrap it up here, folks. This is Mac Bolin here with Andre Morgan, and that's going to finish this year's Chicago Catholic League Championship.
2018 champion, Nate Vasquez from Montini.
All right, this is Mac Bolin, and I'm joined here with Andre Morgan, and that is going to wrap it up for this year's Chicago Catholic League Championships. They're going to start the award ceremony here shortly, starting at 106 pounds. So just to run through this real quick. 106-pound champion from Montini, Nate Vasquez. For 113 for Montini, Dylan Ragusin. For 120, Montini, Joey Melendez. 126 for Montini, Dylan Bernoski. 132 pounds, Real Woods, Montini. 138-pound champ Trevor Chumbley from Marmion Academy. 145-pound champ from Mount Carmel, Kendall Coleman. And at 152 pounds, also from Montini, Will Luan. 160 pounds, Matt Ortiz, Montini. 170 pounds, Brad Gross from Marmion Academy. 182 pounds, Trevor Swire from Montini. 195 pounds, Pete Christensen from Montini. 220-pound champ Logan Anderson, Providence Catholic. And finally, 285 pounds from Brother Rice, your champion, Myles Ruffin.
Just want to say it was a very well-run tournament.
Very well-run tournament. You know, great facility, too.
Yes, Mount Carmel has the premier facility for this type of event, I think, you know, because of the way it's situated. So hats off to the Caravan, and they're faithful for taking care of that for the Catholic League. And again, still my opinion, but I don't think many will disagree. This is the top conference in the state.
Yeah.
You know, if you can win it here, you are expected to do well downstate. Great tournament. One hiccup, which we talked about.
Yeah.
The 138 weight class.
145 pound the seating. Yeah, and that'll be all over the message boards.
Well, but you know, you learn from mistakes.
Yeah. And I'll say a very dominating performance by Montini, which was kind of expected.
Right. So, you know, I think that about wraps it up for us, Mac, here at Mount Carmel Sicatori Athletics Center, 64th and Dante in Chicago. in the heart of the city. Just a great tournament, and we'll be back, Illinois Madman. We'll see you guys downstate and at the dual team state as well.
And my podcast will be taking place with Rob Sherrill Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time. I'll post the links, as I always do, in the forums.
And be sure to keep up with my my new series I'm running on Illinois Madman, Whatever Happened To. You never know who might be the next one interviewed, but there's a lot of them coming up.
All right, and again, we'll say good afternoon, good evening, and hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.